Hey guys, Dan from Southend Dog Training. Just quickly wanted to talk to you today about force-free trainers and how they're killing dogs and how we're just blindly accepting this. Okay, if you haven't seen my recent post that I put yesterday on Southend Dog Training on our Facebook page, there's been a rescue dog that was put to sleep as a result of a dog trainer's advice in Brighton, schooling for dogs. I wasn't going to name the company, but it's already named on my page, and to be fair, this person shouldn't be working with dogs, period. Yeah, her first advice when the dog, who from what I understand didn't actually have any serious behaviours, wanted to put the dog on Prozac. What the fuck? Then was recommended to be put to sleep. Okay, force-free trainers will say that people like myself and other balance trainers abuse the dogs in the name of dog training. Yeah, so we'll use slip leads and prong collars and shit like that, and they'll say that we're abusing dogs in the name of dog training. Right, but the reality is they are killing dogs in the name of dog training. It doesn't matter how you want to dress it up, they are killing dogs in the name of dog training. Okay, so this is happening a lot, guys. It really is. We've got one local trainer to us. When I worked with a dog a little while ago, the dog was a French bulldog. It pulled on the lead like a freight train, had no boundaries, was just an absolute lunatic. Cool dog, right? The advice for the dog was to strap some device with a tennis ball in front of the dog on its harness to keep the dog's attention, which was absolutely ridiculous. It didn't work. It didn't. And then when the dog wasn't calming down because they refused to use any form of discipline, the dog was advised to put in on medication, and we later went on to work with the dog who didn't actually need medication at all. It just needed to put some boundaries and have a little bit of discipline. But again, this dog, because these trainers refuse to tell the dog no, they want to drug the dog. Yeah. There's another trainer locally to us as well that tells people that the dog may have to be put to sleep if he can't help him. I mean, who are making these trainers? Judge, jury and executioner. I mean, what trainer can advise medication? They're not vets. Yeah. And also recommending a dog be put to sleep because you haven't told the dog no. Get the fuck out of here, guys. Come on. This person's calling for dogs, right? Because of her, there is a dog that's been put to sleep. Yeah, and this is happening all over the country, possibly all over the world. I believe it's happening in America as well. Yeah. When did death become more humane than telling a dog no? When did death become more humane than giving a dog a pop on the lead? Because the reality is, guys, once a dog's dead, it's dead. There's no coming back from there. Right? And the reality is, force-free trainers are killing the dogs in the name of dog training. Yeah, they are. They refuse to tell a dog no. They refuse to correct a dog. Yeah, they refuse to use punishment. They refuse to add any stress to the dog. They set their clients up with unrealistic expectations. Most of these trainers train in a classroom. Yeah, so of course they can get results in a classroom until you go to the real world. Most of these trainers will tell you to use food, which is great. We use food for pretty much most of the things we do. But the reality is we don't get to decide what is most rewarding for dogs. The dog decides that. Okay, so if you're offering the highest value treat you can do, the highest value toy you can do, and the dog still isn't paying attention because it wants to go after the livestock, or it wants to go after a squirrel, or even going after another dog or person, this is where consequences have to come into play, because the dog isn't listening to you and your reward isn't working. Okay, and people tell you, oh, take a step back, that's fine, you're working above the dog's threshold. Right, we live in the real world. Yeah, you can do everything in your power to keep that dog under the threshold, but how many times have you been out in the field and the dog's just run over to you? How many times have you been walking down the street and the dog's run over to you, or a dog on a flexi lead's come round the corner? Yeah, it's impossible to keep the dog under the threshold. And then what happens is some trainers will even advise don't walk your dog until it's a little bit more relaxed. But what's happening is the dog's energy levels are building up, and it's getting frustrated, and you're getting more and more problems. Then, because you're not exercising the dog, or because you're not telling the dog no, and its anxiety levels are building and its frustration levels are building, what happens is you then want to advise medication for this dog. And when that doesn't work, you want to drug the dog. Sorry, you want to have the dog put to sleep. Yeah. Dogs Trust, Kennel Club, RSPCA, they are all responsible for pushing this notion onto people. Yeah. Why anybody would take advice from the Kennel Club is beyond me. Their silver, bronze, gold scheme, it's fucking bullshit, man. Like, literally, I had my class run it, my advanced class run it, and I had to make it more difficult for them. I did, because even the gold scheme, it's piss poor training. This is what false free training is, right? They have lowered the standard of dog training, yeah, because they refuse, and that has become the acceptable form of dog training, yeah. The Kennel Club, while we're still on the subject of these, have you seen, there was an interview done about the English Bulldog, right, and they will not change the formation of the dog's face. They won't change a standard for it so they're healthier, because they're worried it will turn away breed enthusiasts. They're worried that less people will register their dogs with the Kennel Club, so they're worrying about the numbers over the health of a dog. You saw what they're responsible for, the German Shepherds. So why would we take advice from these people? I mean, this fucking company endorses Victoria Stilwell, who again is responsible for killing a dog live on television because she refused to correct the dog. Yes, the dog had a bite history, but again, hand it over to a balanced dog trainer that will use operant conditioning, that will use all 4 quadrants of science-based dog training, not just one to fit your agenda. Yeah, these are the people we're following. Victoria Stilwell, freaking Glasgow dog trainer, fucking John whatever his name is, who's got a big following. People fucking worship him. Yet it took him over a year to actually be able to take a treat off of his dog, a toy off of his dog, and he thinks that's good fucking dog training. Yeah, what the fuck? Dogs Trust, spending your hard-earned money that you're donating to go to help the dogs that are in their rescue. They are using your money to do advertising campaigns to promote positive dog training, when in reality Dogs Trust can't even train a fucking dog themselves. I've got a client who works there, and guess what? She's looking for training outside of Dogs Trust. That's got to tell you something. Yeah, the RSPCA, they kill animals every fucking day, right? And yet they want to tell people how to train dogs. The reality is, guys, it's this black and white, right? If the training that they're promoting isn't working, then they're allowed to kill a dog in the name of dog training, right? But the actual harsh reality is this: they are not correcting a dog. They are not disciplining a dog. They are not teaching a dog enough boundaries. They refuse to use any kind of force, any tools that could help give you more control, which can then improve the dog's life. Wait, what are you grumbling at? And then they just want to kill the dog. False free trainers are a fraud, guys, right? They are telling you a fashion, right? This is what it is. It's become fashionable. False free dog training. Who wouldn't want to fix a dog using freaking tea and biscuits all day long, right? But it's unrealistic. And I've said this time and time again, positive reinforcement by definition means to add something positive to encourage a behaviour. It does not and will not ever remove existing or negative unwanted behaviours. It will not, it's impossible, it doesn't work. That is not the definition of positive reinforcement. So if your dog trainer is using purely positive reinforcement, right, they are teaching your dog just one side of the story. Yeah, and it's unrealistic because we live in the real world where consequences happen, the real world where stress happens, right? We need to teach the dogs how to deal with the stress. We need to teach the dogs as consequences, good or bad. Yeah, false free trainers are killing dogs. Yeah, in the name of dog training, right? And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I want people to share this video, and I do not care if I've mentioned other people's names. I honestly could not give a shit at this point, right? Because I'm sick of it. Read the post on my page yesterday. Another fucking healthy dog has died in the name of dog training. And another thing, right? Because we are pushing this trend on people, yeah, this is how we should train dogs. It's science-based, it's proven, apparently, yeah, in a factory by someone in a white coat, yeah. How many dogs are going missing every day? How many dogs are you seeing on Facebook going missing every single fucking day, right? Hey! No. No. Ah. No. 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 Good boy. There you go, guys. That was a correction, right? Because no amount of positive reinforcement in the world is going to change Taz's perception of a dog walking past. Yeah? That's the reality. React to a dog, get a consequence. Give me a calming signal, good things happen. But that was a dog walking past the car. Taz has an issue with dogs walking past the car. He's fine with dogs outside of the car, it's just in the car. Yeah? And we've done all the positive methods with him. We've sat in the car park. We've done it for a whole week, literally sitting in the car park, watching dogs go by, waiting for him to offer a calming signal. But the reality is, when he goes like that, yeah, the only way to actually stop him is to correct him. Yeah, it lowers his stress, it brings him back down to reality, then you can give him positive information. Yeah, and I'm actually glad that happened, right? Because a lot of people would advise, oh, you ignore that and wait till he stops, then reward him. But what you don't understand is when he gets like that, he's getting very, very stressed, aren't you, Taz? You're getting very stressed. Yeah, so the correction actually reduces the stress. It's not hurting him, right? It's not to punish him, it reduces his stress. So he can then use common sense, yeah? I forgot where I was at with this, guys, but it's getting a bit deflated, yeah? Positive, only trainers are killing dogs. Oh yeah, that's it, dogs go missing every single day, right? And the only thing we got to look at, why, is because of the training. Yeah, dogs running off, dogs getting lost because the training is causing more and more anxiety cases, which I'm seeing every day, more and more dogs being drugged every day, and more dogs go missing every day. And the common denominator is false-free dog trainers. They are everywhere, they are in masses, right? And either the trainer is too stupid to realise that consequences have a part of life, or they just don't give a shit and they're conning you. But either way, guys, false-free trainers are killing dogs in the name of dog training, yeah? We need to stop giving these people money, yeah? And I'm not trying to promote myself, I'm not. This has got nothing to do with it, but find a balanced dog trainer if you need help with your dog, because the reality is all dogs end up with a balanced dog trainer in the end anyway, particularly if they've got issues. So, that's it, guys. Sorry for the long waffle and rumble, but just sick of it, I really am. Sick of people not telling their dogs no. Sick of dogs going missing. Sick of dogs being drugged. Sick of dogs being put to sleep in the name of dog training. Sick of major organisations that just stick to what they do best, and that's rescue dogs, telling people how to train dogs. Sick of Kennel Club telling people how to train dogs when they give fucking more care about how many people are switching into them as opposed to the actual health and well-being of a dog, right? More and more fat dogs, right? Fat dogs are acceptable, apparently. Like, it's not abuse to have a fat dog that can't breathe, that looks like a fucking beach whale. Wait, what are you grumbling at, Peps? We're just making a sign. Yeah. Fat dogs. A result of treat for absolutely everything. It's fucking insane, guys. I'm sorry about the colourful language in this, but false-free dog trainers, you're killing dogs in the name of dog training. You don't like this, I don't give a shit, right? Wake up, people. Stop giving your money to these con artists that only teach your dog half the story, and when your dog doesn't get it, they want to hand your dog over to a vet to be euthanized. And if you're a vet putting down a healthy dog, fuck you.